In this video series, I will discuss the topic related to Windows Server 2022 server administration. In the last video, I will discuss the terminology related to the domain controller. In this video, I will cover the following topics: how to download Windows Server 2022 from the Microsoft official website, how to install our first Windows Server 22 on Vmware workstation, and how to perform the initial configuration. So this is a very easy and straightforward video, so follow my steps if you want to go smoothly. So first of all, open any web browser of your choice. I will open Google Chrome and type the phrase download Windows 2000 server. On the first link, open in a new tab, and here you can choose your Windows installation type. So I will choose the download the ISO file. After that, it will ask you the some form type, some form. You can fill your form from here and click to continue. And after that, you will presented with a ISO file. So as you can see, when I click on my film, I am presented with the download of ISO file. So I download my ISO file and save on my hard drive. After that, once you download your ISO file, open your VMware workstation, and home tab there is an option create a new virtual machine. Click on that and click next, and I will install the operating system link. Again click next and select the operating system. In my case, I am selecting a Microsoft Windows version Server 2019 and click next. Here you can give any logical name, as I has given as my home. Basically, this is a display name, Home Lab DC1, DC-1. DC is domain controller for 1. Now browse for the saving your computer file. So I browse my computer and I select the folder where I can save my new created virtual machine. Click OK and click next. Here you can see the hard drive space for your new machine. I gave 50 GB, which is enough for our demo, and I select virtual file on a single file. Click next, and here is a button customize hardware. So by default it gives 2 GB RAM to the new machine, but I will go with 4 GB, and processor is 2. Also here I can mount my ISO file which I downloaded from the Microsoft. So I click on the use ISO image file and click on the browse and move my ISO file and click open. Now I mount the file, I change the RAM, and I click the close, and I click on the finish. As soon as I click on the finish, you can see here is a one virtual machine appear, Windows Lab Home DC. I power on this virtual machine. So I power on this virtual machine and press any key. So it will launch the wizard for installing Windows Server 22. The installation of Windows Server 22 is very straightforward and look like similar version like Windows 2016. So I click on the next and click on the start now. So here I don't have this product key, so I click on the link. I don't have a product key. I am using this version for 180 days. So here I have presented with many options. So I will select the desktop version, desktop experience, and click on the next. I accept the license agreement, click on the next. I choose on the customize and select my unallocated space and click new and apply and click OK. So it will create some partition for its operating system use, and I select the third partition, which is 49.9 GB, and click on the next. So the process of installing Windows is started, and it will take 10 to 20 minutes. For this for time saving, I pause the video and resume back once this installation will be completed. So wait for that moment. So I will come back again. Thank you. So the installation process is complete, and it's reboot the server. So after rebooting, so as you can see, my machine is rebooting. So after rebooting, it will ask you the password of the user account administrator. Here you can give a complex password, which is composed of alphanumeric and some special character. So I enter and re-enter my password again, and click on the finish. So this is the first screen of our Windows Server 22. So here I can enter my password again for logging first time. So as you can see, now I have successfully installed Windows 2022 server on my virtual machine. So as you can see, my screen is now on full screen. My screen is little bit smaller with respect to my monitor size. So to overcome this problem, you should install VMware tool once you install any operating system in your PC. So I will install the VMware tool. So on your machine, right click, and there is an option which is called install VMware tool. Click on that link and again move to your server and open file manager. So as you can see, there is an option which is called VMware tool. Basically VMware workstation mount a drive on my machine. Here you have an option set up Windows 64. So I double click on this. It will install the VMware tool on my new machine. Basically what VMware tool does, it will give you some advanced feature facilities like copy paste from host to client machine. Also it will overcome the lagging movement of your mouse. So also it will increase and increase the screen size of your machine. Also adjust the resolution of your machine. So remember, always install VMware tool after installing any new operating system. This is my advice and my recommendation. So as you can see, now my screen size have been changed because I only installed VMware tool. After installing VMware tool, it will ask you for restart, but I don't restart at that time because I want to some configuration. So I click no. So this is the first screen after installing my Windows. This screen is called Windows Server Manager. Basically on the taskbar you have an icon like this. If you click on this icon, it will launch this window. Basically this is a portal where you can manage your whole server. So in Server Manager, this is the dashboard. This is my local server, which is this, and this is the old server which I added in this Windows Server Manager. So this is the server. So I move to the dashboard, and on the right side you can we have some menus where we have some tools or option for installing roles and feature. For example, I click on this. I have some tools, self management and view. So the first step after installing the server is to change the computer name. So I click on the local server, and their computer name is very strange type of computer name. So I click on this link. It will, and here you have an option change. So I will call it home lab DC-01. So always give us some logical name. If your computer behave like act like as a domain controller at DC, if it's serve as a database, so you should add DB in the last option. So I from this computer name I will recognize what's the role of this server. So give the computer some appropriate name for this and click OK. And OK, close. And after changing your name, you should restart your computer. So as you can see, we easily install, download and install Windows Server 22, very easy manner. So the second step will be after installing, after changing the host name of your computer, the second step will be change your IP address from dynamic to static. Basically, we always fix the IP of our server, because whenever our server get rebooted, it will get another IP if using a dynamic IP from the DHCP server. So the second step is change the IP of your server. So I will perform the initial task one by one. This is the task number 2. So on the run box, type ncpa.cpl. Basically this command open your network controller settings. So I click on my network adapter and click on the properties and uncheck IP version 4 and select the IP version 4 TCP and click on the properties. Now I will give this server an static IP address of 192.168.18.110. My gateway is my router address 192.168.18.1, and I will give the address DNS. I will give the DNS as a 192.168.18.110. I set the DNS address like my server address, because I will promote this server to the domain controller. So I will use my domain controller address, and in alternative address I will add the IP address of my additional domain controller. So in next video I will show you how to add my second additional domain controller for redundancy. I click OK and close. So now I have performed the 2 tasks. I close down this window and move to local server. So as you can see, I have changed my computer name. I am still in work group, and I am also changed the IP address. Now the third option which is recommended in lab is that you should turn off your firewall, otherwise you are not able to ping your machine or check the connectivity. So click on the domain network and off the same, like move to the private network and public network and turn off their firewall as well. So now I perform the third task. I turn off my firewall. Now on right side there is an option which is called i.e. enhance security on. Basically you also turn off this this feature, otherwise you are not able to browse your website easily, because every time it will ask you to add this machine in your security zone. So I will click on that and of the enhanced security, and that's all for my video, because I performed all the necessary tasks after installing this video. So after this video I will install my Active Directory. So please watching my video and subscribe my channel. If you like my channel, I will create videos on Windows Server, Exchange Server 2019, SQL Server, and on networking topic like Firewall. So again, thank you very much for your time.